remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Man, y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls. Y'all know we got Music Monday as well, man, but this is Wednesday where we talk a little bit of sneaker talk through the midweek just to see what's going on, man. No major things that I've seen anyway, but we just gonna have a nice little chill stream for a good hour, man. Y'all know how I usually try to keep it right at that point. So as y'all coming in, I'll definitely smash that like button. Also, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Or of course, we continue the sneakers talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. And look like we've seen people been catching W's on the Nike SB's Navy joints. So I salute to those people that's been getting those as well. And also, I think we had another like drop on the Jordan 1 Unions. I wasn't impressed with them, but that was like exclusive access. But you know, salute to the people that did catch the W, man. No hate, no harm, no foul over here. But other than that, man, tonight's topic, let's just dive in, and you know I'm gonna touch the chat as well. I saw we did get an update on that fight that I covered, I want to say Saturday, where pretty much everybody thought it was over sneakers, but it was obviously way deeper than that. But you know, it is what it is. But tonight's topic, we're going to be talking Nike's Q3 earnings. Pretty much what people are saying so far. I don't think this part is going to be actually set in stone, but I think it's pretty much what analysts are saying. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Nike knows their real numbers, so those probably will come out sooner than later. And then we have Snipes. Looks like they got a new chief marketing executive officer. Hopefully I'm saying that, new chief marketing officer, right? Okay. And then Kith expands to Japan. Pretty much, I got a story on Kith. Looks like they got a flagship store in pretty much Japan. I think this is going to be the second store for them. And then also we have pretty much the Snipes CEO, not CEO, but pretty much the chief marketing officer, which I don't think that's really abbreviated like CMO, so I'm not even going to say that. But yeah, looks like we got Alum Kelly Walton as the chief marketing officer of the U.S. So we're going to break those stories down, and then we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases just to wrap things up. You know, again, chill stream, nothing really pressing too much this week, which I'm not mad. And then we'll talk upcoming releases, and I'll check the sneakers out too, man, because to be honest, I've been so super busy at work. It's just been wow, you know, just been booming. But let me touch the chat real quick, and then we'll start right off. I think I'm going to start with the Nike like Q3 earnings, and then we'll go to Snipes, and then we'll close out with Kith, and then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases. And then, yeah, I think those Air Max 95 Big Bubbles, the Big Bubble version for the neon joints are supposed to be coming out too. Rumors is I think they already dropped or in certain places, like a shock drop, but don't quote me on that, so I'm going to see through that as well. But yeah, let me see who I was in the building real quick. I got to show a little love real quick. Let's see, Devon says, what's good? What up, Devon? Let's see, Long Beach says, salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out for the kid, man. Devon says, let's see, haven't seen anyone wearing those Nigels yet. I did see when I was checking the Discord earlier, somebody got their pairs laced up with the white laces, which I would admit, that is like tempting and they look nice. However, I ain't paying no resale. Like, if I put it like this, how I feel about the Nigels, right? If somebody was to gift them to me, yes. But me chasing them down this side and third, probably not, bro. Again, I know people hated my video or what have you for me having my opinion on it. That don't mean that just because I don't like the shoe is not dope. It's still a 4 at the end of the day. But you know, hell, you know, I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to make every sneaker purchase count as much as possible, dog. I'm still waiting on my cool grades, as a matter of fact. That's what I meant to check before I actually went live real quick, because I don't know if hopefully I'm still going to beat the final boss, but I think where mine is coming from, and I'm just going to check like my app real quick, but I think where mine is coming from, it's just taking a minute to get here. Pretty much, I just got to end transit, so hopefully we should. I just don't like, I guess because it came from like a far, because y'all know if I would have had it already, I would have definitely already did the video and put it out, man. But yeah, it's moving, you know. I just surprised mine came from all the way over there, you know. Kind of weird for me, but this is like from Foot Locker too. But what I'm assuming how they do the ship to me option, and I don't know, right? Okay, what I'm assuming is they pick whatever store that you, I guess, got selected from that have them already hold it, or certain warehouses, and it's got to come from there. So this one is not as close as the other one, which is weird, but maybe they had certain stocks more at that location than this location. Who knows what that actually could be, but I mean, it says in transit, so and we'll see what it is. And keep in mind, I just hit on them on technically Saturday, so I mean, it feels like honestly, it feels like been 2 weeks, but I know it hasn't been 2 weeks, but it feels like 2 weeks. But I guess it's because the first one I hit the ship to me option on those flu game 12s. I found out technically Friday night, but I didn't get the official notification until pretty much Saturday morning. But they shipped them, and it's the same thing. They created the label, this, that, and the third. But I don't. This is my thing. Same thing happened, but I feel like this time those people got those numbers out and shipped them out immediately because they got here on like Monday. But like this one, I saw that they did create the tracking number and the shipping label and boxed it up or whatever. Because you can watch the process a little bit. Like if you pay attention, you know what it is. But I don't think they physically got put in the like mail carrier's hand until like Monday, dog. But don't quote me. I don't know because I don't have that much exclusive access. But that's what it feels like. And maybe that's just my mind playing tricks on me of how I like to think the process works. But yeah, we'll see. It looks like we got Louis Pounce in the building. Says, I just ordered some Jordan 1 black toes because they just better to me than the other ones. Call me crazy. I will not call you crazy because at the end of the day, it's a nice shoe. The people, I think, honestly, they're probably not sitting. They probably was just a slow sellout. It's a nice shoe. I think I like it. It's timeless, classic, and I don't think the resale on it is super duper crazy, but they just hit, and it's one of those, that's what the Jordan 1 technically, what I like about the shoe and what made me, what ultimately made my decision. I'm like, to be honest, while this is not the final decision they came out with, this was easily be considered like the alternative. You know what I'm saying? And the proof is in the pudding. This is what the Jordan 1 technically could have looked like. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I'm a sucker for the color red, and of course I like the color black. So, it just made sense for me, to be honest. Let's see. Devon says, it sucks Nike made sneakers EA a draw for the unions, which made no sense. Yeah, it's exclusive access, and it's a draw. Well, I think it makes sense, Devon, because if you think about it, right, and I'm not defending Nike here, but I'm just gonna play. Let's say I'm playing devil's advocate right now. They already knew. They just gave exclusive access, and people got their hands on their phones. Like, you don't got a chance. I think they did that low key, and this is just me. That just make it as fair of a release as possible because some people go in there immediately, and it's gonna be. Think about it. If they didn't do that, it's exclusive access while supplies last. And everybody's notifications get to their phone differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be that lucky person, just happen to be scrolling through the app, or you could see the notification on your phone and then you check it out. And then if you're like me, how busy I've been at work, I didn't get exclusive access, by the way, but even if I had to check my phone, I probably most likely would have missed it. You know what I'm saying? So I get what they're trying to do, make it fair. And that's why I was like and I think that draw was like pretty long, right? Pause. But if you think about it, it's exclusive access, and then think about if you're that person that's busy at work and then you finally get a second to yourself and you check your phone and see that you got exclusive access while supplies last, but it's 2-3 hours later. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So they already knew how that was going to go, and they know people check their phones periodically and as much as they can. I know some places, and it's actually some of the places actually where I work, there's certain sections you can't have your phone, but there's actually a side of my place where you can't take the phone in there at all. No matter what you do, you're not supposed to have it in there. Now, they do have phones, but not like cellular like devices are allowed in there because of all the capabilities they have, Not to give too much information about my job, but yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not saying I work for somebody like super duper important, but it's just certain rules, that they have to follow. You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick? Let's see. Devon says, plus Nike told those sneaker leakers, you think you know what type of drop we gonna have and did a full 180. Yeah, this my thing too. Nike this is my thing. Maybe the head honcho ain't paying attention, but they have a team that's gonna pay attention to like what's being, talked about in the streets, because think about it. Nike them don't really go crazy with the advertisement. We do that, and they let the leakers do that, and they tweak it. But I don't even remember the last time and I'm not saying they don't exist, but I don't see too many far in between like advertisement for like Nike commercials, like Jordan. Because to be honest, the shoe at this point, they got a cultural following, right? So they like, honestly, they probably save bread by not doing that much advertising. But then again, they probably do spend a lot of bread on it because some of them actually do. Like the Wale, they did the commercial. But to be honest, even if they didn't pay for a full commercial like on TV or anything, they did it where pretty much you still had to pay for it. And I don't know who paid for what, but somebody had to pay for that clip, the marketing, the video that was shot, that little 30-second, 1-minute video, which could have probably took them 4 hours to shoot and get every angle they can. Because to be honest, one of the things that about filming and stuff like that, you want to get as many different angles as you fucking can. Because, and the thing is, it's cool to do a straight shot, but you want to get a lot of angles. And not necessarily, and you got to know how to, in my opinion, right? Because some people got different editing styles. Mine's not the best. I know nowhere near the worst. But you can edit it where it's too fast, where the person don't get it, and it's like you just, all right, cool. But if you do just one shot for everything, and you take the same shot, the eye will tend to get lazy. So if you have like, in my opinion, if you have different angles and you put them all together and you time it right together when you're editing, it makes it more pleasing to the eye and less boring, you know? So again, though, you think about it. Nike, I'm assuming they're not hiring somebody to pull up with, hey, anybody will give you $50 to come shoot this on your phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they got to be putting a bag in that person's hand, you know? At least a little bit. Nothing probably super crazy, but then again, who knows if they got the guy that's been there or she that's been there for years. They probably got a whole photo and marketing and video team. I'm pretty sure they do at this point. Let's see where we at real quick. Devon says, I think with how garbage the Union shock drop was, don't be surprised to see the price dip majorly. It probably will. I'm going to see a lot of these shoes. The only shoes I see that's going to hold value for real, is about to be the super crazy collabs. And I know, like, we could say the Union one should be, but let's just be fair. It's not like the first Jordan 1 Unions. You know, they're all right, but they're not it. Even the hype, and the thing is, I got a person that is a hype beast in my building, and low key, he let me know real quick because he likes to flip too or whatever, resell. But all he wear, I told y'all, all he wear is like nothing but the best of the best. Like, I don't even, but see, the thing is, I seen him in beaters, but that's when he worked at a different spot. But then, like, when he got, like, promoted, so to speak, he switched it up, you know what I mean? And, yeah, I ran into him today, actually. I think, yeah, he's super cool dude, Moon. I like him, man. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Louis says, and I picked up cool grades at the Army Post Exchange for way under retail. And that's a steal, dog. And it's going to be a super versatile shoe. I'm going to sell my joint. Speaking of that, when my new joints get in, I'm going to sell my old pair. And then there's a couple old pair of shoes I'm going to let go too. I'm going to do a shorts video whenever I get ready to drop it on my eBay page. I'm going to start a bidding on all of them for like 99 cents. I'm going to sell like 4 pairs of shoes because honestly, 3 of them are double ups, and it's getting to the point where the other ones, they're no longer really fresh like that anymore, and they've been broken in, and I think these are it's just time to let them find a good home. And then I'm going to do one for the cool grade. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have, if not this week, by next week, I'm going to have like 4 pairs of shoes up on my eBay page for 99 cents. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you guys bid and do whatever you want to do. And I'm not expecting to make any like major profit because I know they're going to go into retail. There's nothing crazy. But I think still will be, for what you get for it, I think it's worth it. It's not like I'm trying to crack y'all over the head for a shoe that I don't ran 10 miles in, you know? Just how I look at it. Let's see where we at real quick. Divine Photo says, my cool grade shipped Monday and got here the next day from Snipes. Nice. See, and I hit on Foot Locker. I should have probably took that route, but see, I didn't know if I was going to hit on Foot Locker. Let's see. Hood TMZ Podcast says, salute. What up? Let's see. Y'all smash that like button as y'all commenting out. And Louis says, I'm so over the collabs. Give me a last shot Jordan 14 and I'm happy. Me too, low key. But to be honest, where everybody keeps saying the sneaker game is dead, Nike them is this and the third, you don't see as much content as you used to see. I think a collab will be I will say this, I think Nike them need a strong collab. And RIP to Virgil, but I think you got to bring it on that level now. They got collabs. but we ain't had that wow me factor like the Off-Whites. The Travises are doing their thing, but we're also getting used to the Travises. Whether you hit or not, you know, we're getting used to a Travis drop. Some people have already accepted, like, I'm not doing that on the resale market. Some people have gotten lucky and got the pairs that, you know, not many of the hype beasts are going crazy for. So, I mean, it's a lot of ways you can look at it. But long story short, I think they do need another big collab, if you ask me. But that's just, you know, my thoughts. But at the same time, I'm good with just getting some fresh OG stuff that we hadn't got. Like, to be honest, I'm excited to see the Submit 4s come back because my pair, they're going to go to a good home too when I get a fresh pair. And then also, I would like to see some other shoes that we haven't seen retroed in a while that need to bring back. To be honest, I feel like, I know it's not this year, but next year, we need a fresh pair of Space Jam 11s. The 2016 pair is the last pair I got, and I'll admit they're not they didn't hold up well, you know? They didn't age well, and everybody, and it's not that I didn't take care of it because I feel like everybody pairs is looking like that if you got them, you know? Devon says, with the amount of hits on the Nike SBs, prices are gonna dip. True. With that being said, though, I'm still not gonna, like, you know what I mean? I entered for retail. I ain't get no notification. It would have been nice to, oh yeah, I did post that in the Discord. I was gonna say they ain't seen me no notification that I didn't get them though, but they did. I just kind of forgot. This week, really long week for the kid, bro. Let's see. Louis says size 10. If you got any new pairs, that's my size actually. And these pairs aren't new, but they're gonna be in good condition though. Like, I mean, like, if you're looking for like a good beater and you don't mess up some of your fresh stuff, these will be that type of thing. Cause you can tell some of them you're gonna tell I've been on have for like a while, and it's just time to like let them go. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Even though I did buy more like storage space for like in my like sneaker room, but it is what it is. I bought like more display cases, what people like to call them, but you know I'm talking about the drop front joint. So yeah, you know I'm trying to get it right this year. And then let's see real quick. Let's see, Justo Haveres. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, my bad, homie. Got my Nigel Sylvester 4 in today. Okay, cool. How you feel about him? Because there's literally, it's a mix of people. It's either you love them or you hate them. I ain't seen no in between. Well, if there's in between, pause, that would probably be me. Because I'm like, I like them, but I don't like them enough to pay resale. But again, yeah, I'm in the middle, right? Louis says, you gonna snag the Air Max big head organs? I gotta look that up because I don't even know what that is. So I'll look it up towards the end of the live. Remind me. In fact, what I'll do real quick before I start sharing my screen, because that's what I'm about to do, I'll go ahead and just make a note of it and put it in a tab real quick. And then pretty much I'll know, because that's how I try to keep somewhat form of organization to this joint, to make sure like I don't forget something or this, that, and the third. Let's see real quick. I think this is going to be it right here. Oh, I seen these joints. I didn't know they were called that. But yeah, we'll see. I'll get my thoughts towards the end of the live because I'm only gonna be on the joint for like another 30 minutes. Louis says the Donkey Kongs. I mean, to be honest, I didn't know that they were called that, or if they're not called that. But if they aren't called that, they should be called that because they do exactly look like the Donkey Kong. Pause. All right, so let's go ahead and start tonight's off. We're going to go with the Nike joint, and then we'll go to Snipes, and then we'll pretty much go in there. Appreciate y'all for being so active in the chat tonight, too, man. Really means a lot to the kid, man. So let me share my screen with this one. We're going to start with what the analysts are saying about Nike's Q3 earnings. Right here, sharing my screen. Boom. Everything should be good right here. It says, what analysts are saying ahead of Nike's Q3 earnings. Analysts are cautiously optimistic about Nike's head of the brand's third quarter earnings report on Thursday. So pretty much we should have an update tomorrow of what this is. So it means hopefully what this means, we'll probably have like and even another by Saturday when I go live again, we should probably even have even more information. But it says analysts are cautiously optimistic about Nike's head of the brand's third quarter earnings report of Thursday. Nike, which has been led by the company's veteran Elliott Hill since October, has made several moves in recent months to turn around the business, which was struggling under the previous leadership. So the thing is, one of the things I noticed that this Elliott Hill guy has done, he is literally like, he's bringing back the quote unquote hype. But also, Devon has also noticed that if we don't get in that mode of the fear of missing out, because a lot of people thought they didn't hit on the nines, and then what happened? Like what, by Monday or Tuesday, a lot of places were getting restocked. So I mean, to be honest, I think they do it. I'm not saying that, I can't prove if they're doing it on purpose, but it's a possibility that we can't take off the table, allegedly, right? Let's see. Slayer says, "What's up, Sneaker Familia?" Let's see. Louis says, "Appreciate the conversation. Have a good night, man." No problem. No problem. No problem. Let's see real quick. It says, Beard senior research analyst John Kump expects Nike to reach third quarter estimates on Thursday and will maintain a cautious sales and margin outlook for quarters 4, which is pretty much, I'm assuming that's pretty much quarter 4, which is Q, right? That's what it stands for. It says, while we have been encouragingly by the leadership transition, early signs of the successful new product introductions and running healthier Jordan releases. And I wonder what they mean by healthier Jordan releases, because to be honest, this must be an internal term that they go by, because we just literally, when I started live, what we do an update on the fights that have been breaking out. And this isn't the first one. And let me clarify this. It wasn't over the Jordans, but it was over somebody cutting the line. And they jumped homie this, that, and the third. I can run it back real quick where we covered a story where there was a fight in a store, even though it didn't technically have nothing to do with the Jordans, it's still ironically to have these type of fights right at the Jordan releases. What it is, a lot of people are pulling up to do this first come, first serve situation. And then, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, when I say this, so allegedly, what I think is happening with this new healthier releases, a lot of people in places that are doing these first come, first serve because that's what they're told to do, right? My thing is this, you got a whole bunch of ops that are running into each other, right? Like you got this op, and they finally run into each other, and it's like a couple people, a lot of ops, I know that they don't just play the stuff on the internet. When they say like, they mean like when it's on site, when I see what's on site. So we've seen some of that too, where like it turned into like, well, I ain't getting my shoes and I got to see this mother trucker. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, can't control themselves. And that's not necessarily Nike's fault, but that was, I thought, was the whole reasoning of when we went to this whole app situation where all these places had to do the apps or you had to buy online type of situation. Not just because we shut down in 2020, but also because for safety reason too. Because even before we had shut down in 2020, we also was having it like the Foot Locker app had like, I guess, in my opinion, what is considered two-factor authentication versus now how they do the joint. But it seemed like everybody had to get some form of raffling system. And that was the point is, so it decreased chances of people getting into fights and shootouts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it also did make it harder to cop because low-key, and I didn't know Foot Locker them was doing first come, first serve, but until I saw like the notification, I'm like, they should put that out ahead of time. Like, because the thing is, all I saw was a ship to me option. And I thought that was it. You know what I mean? Or I would have tried to chance it on the mall vlog. But I mean, at the same time, I didn't want to chance it either. I kind of like the days, like, even though mall vlogging, it's not hard, but at the same time, like, I enjoy, like, I used to do a mall vlog like once a week, but then it's like now I wait to pick up my kicks. It's like a double whammy for me because I do like having the option to be able to know you got your pair secured, pull up before a certain time, get your sneaker, and get the hell out, And that's just kind of been my whole mindset. But it says, in more impactful branding and marketing, we now are modeling physical 2026 more conservatively, giving the potential reinvestments in broader micro uncertainties, including tariffs. Kump wrote in a note that investors last week. Still, we have believed that the stock can work as investors gain confidence in a turnaround process and pathy to much higher multi-year earnings potential. So if they're seeing some changes this quarter, like you're probably gonna what that means to me, what I got from it, right? Remember Nike stock plummeted. I have a feeling if they see some growth, it's gonna go back up. So just FYI, if you're into stocks and like that right now, Probably, if you haven't invested in whatever you're going to invest in, is probably just go ahead and do it now, because I have a feeling if this person is right on the money or close to it, it will go up. I'm gonna say, as Williams trading analyst Sam Poser agreed, adding that in the note to investors last week that Nike should come in as guided in quarter three. Nike will continue to provide 90-day guidance until visibility improves enough to provide long-term guidance, Poser wrote. As orders from October are due in this month, we would not be surprised if the fiscal year of 2026 guidance is provided when the quarter 2025 earnings are reported in June. So they're basically saying, like, they're not, Nike themselves have increased. They've got the hype back. The fear of missing out is there. I don't know necessarily if that's still, like, if you think about it, I was like, well, this is going to make resellers happy, because now you got the fact of, you may have to go resell, but a lot of people with today's economy and with the tariffs and stuff like that, I'm not saying they ain't got it retail. I mean, I ain't saying they ain't got it for resale, but I have a feeling you don't want to spend it on resale if you don't have to, to me, I never saw the point of I saw the point, but I think all resale was, in my opinion, how it got started, because it's always been around, but I'm talking about like on the level of what it's reached today, which is not on the level it once was in 2020 and 2021. All that what happened is, in my opinion, too many people started flexing what they were doing when they got their, they bought as many pairs and get theirs back. It just kind of seemingly went out of hand, and we all adapted, and here we are. And I'm not saying it's gonna not rise back up, but I mean, there will always be room for resale, but I don't know if it's on a level of what it reached for 2020 and 2021. Where we at real quick, says Poser added that it expects the upcoming third quarter as well as the fourth quarter of the physical 2026 year remain. Okay, yeah, I didn't read this part. It says Poser added that that he expects the upcoming third quarter as well as the quarter four, the first quarter of the physical 2026 and the first month of quarter 2026 to remain challenging, but sequentially become less bad. So they see the growth here. It says during the aforementioned periods, Nike will take goods back from its wholesale partners, continue to promote the liquidate goods that were oversaturated in the marketplace or should never have been made, and begin reestablishing a pull model, Poser noted. Nike is working to pull orders forward in order to offer a compelling new product, especially for women. So looks like they're trying to get something together for the women. I noticed too, when I was getting ready to create my thumbnails and stuff for the live and stuff like that, dog, I'm like, to be honest, Jordans are just, I don't know why it is, but yes, Air Maxes look nice. Yes, New Balances look nice, and other sneakers look nice as well, but it's still like, even I feel like the most super diehard sneakerhead has a pair of Jordans or wanted a pair of Jordans or thought about getting a pair of Jordans, right? And then you got the people who say, like, all right, cool, all I do is Adidas, right? And I'm not taking shots at anybody in particular, but I just throw out a random brand. So it's some people like that only collect New Balance or only collect like SBs, right? But my point I'm trying to get at is, like, even still, I feel like those people low key found out they be in the J's too. It's just some are probably deeper than others. Pause. Where we at real quick? Let's see. The segments follow Hill's recent meetings with the top industry analysts last month. The overall consensus is that Nike management is making the right moves, but still has a long way to go before the Bungarded brand returns to its glory days. It's expected that a recovery will commence in the back half of the second quarter of the physical 2026, which is set to accelerate through the balance of the physical 2026. So there you go. More to come on Nike for sure, but I'm not surprised to see that coming, man. I'm pretty sure they're going to get right back on track, and they're doing what they got to do to keep the hype there. It's kind of one of those, it's a supply and demand rule, and we see this go time and time again. And we've seen this time, like me personally, like it's going back and forth for years. I remember when J's, everything went crazy. Everything Nike put out was crazy. Then you went through that phase where they had all those fights and stuff like that, so they put out more pairs that created where it seems like Nike wasn't doing as good, but they really were. And then now they're back to like, all right, cool, we got to get people's attention back again. And then once things get a little too out of hand, then we'll probably put it back on a more safer route. And probably by that time, who knows? Not wishing any bad luck on the new CEO, Elliot Hill, but he'll have to either transition or he'll either have to transition to make things better for Nike or transition like the other guy did, you know? But let's get on this Snipes story real quick. It says Snipes taps Under Armour alum Kelly Walton as chief marketing officer of the U.S. market. Walton joined Snipes from Amazon Music, where she most recently held the role of head of the global brand and integrated marketing. So this is her right here. Snipes already, to be honest, it is room. I always tell this, like even when I was talking to some people today or work, and they like, I'm happy, but you know, it's always room for improvement. And I was gonna say, at the same time, you gotta know if something ain't broke, you ain't gotta fix it, but you can tweak it to make it better. And that's still like kind of one of those, you still don't want to go overboard, because once people get set in their ways, and this is what I've been going through with work for like the last couple months. Once people get used to something, get set in their ways, their resistance to change, you know. So I'm very curious what she's about to bring to the table. It says Snipes has named Kelly Walton as the new chief marketing officer for the U.S. market. In her role, the sneaker and streetwear retailer said that Walton will hold authority and budget responsibility for all marketing activities at Snipes and the United States, overseeing every aspect of the brand's positioning to customer engagement and marketing growth. Okay, so it's her role. Okay, let me say it nicely. I'm not saying it's not important, but what she's going to do is get the advertisement game up, because obviously that's super important, because maybe that's where they feel that's an area they're lacking in. And I'm talking about Snipes, because she's not going to go over there and make the dramatic changes to turn it all around, but she's going to bring where I feel like what this means to me is Snipes is, I noticed already, my phone already gets like silent notification from Snipes, and I'm like, what's going on? And like, it makes me anxious, and I check it, and I'm like, man, I don't want these, but it's still slowly starting to, you know, I can tell. I'm not saying she did it, but I can tell some tweaks with the Snipes stuff already. You know what I'm saying? And I have hit on Snipes. I think, ironically, that's what helped me get my Black Cement 3s the last time for like last year. It says, she leads the marketing organization, ensuring alignment with the company's long-term vision while navigating a competitive landscape, Snipes said. Walton will also be responsible for Snipes serves the company's dedicated to community and giving back to initiative. So there you have it right there. Let me keep going real quick. It says, Snipes is more than just a retailer. It's a cultural moment, Walton said in a statement. Being a part of the brand so deeply rooted in the culture and community truly resonates with me. I can't wait to bring my global experience, think big, and help drive the brand to new heights. So she seems motivated and ready to go, and that's what I like, somebody who actually wants to come over and do the job. But it also makes me curious, why does she leave Amazon? But at the same time, I know also, too, and I'm not going to say this, I literally just witnessed this last week where some people will resign to keep from getting fired. And I'm not saying that's her case here, because I don't know, but that's also a thing where I've seen it where somebody, like, I've seen a lot of people that have, like, resigned because if they didn't, they knew that they were pretty much saying, like, hey, leave out on your terms so everything looks good, because if not, I'm going to get rid of you anyway. You know, we've seen that happen time and time again. It says, Walton joined Snipes from Amazon Music, where she most recently held the role of head of global brand and integrated marketing. Prior to her role, she was the vice preside of the global marketing at the National Basketball Association, which is NBA, everybody, if y'all didn't know that. From 2020 to 2022, and served as a head of global brand experience at Under Armour. So she's come from Under Armour too. I don't know. Under Armour has a presence, but every time I think of Under Armour, I know Steph Curry's over there, and I know his shoes have done well. But when I think of Under Armour, I literally think of like workout gear and like the UFC for whatever reason. And that may just be their major goal, but like, just different. So yeah, Walton also held a marketing roles at the LVMH, Heineken USA. Oh, so she's worked for, also that's, LVMH is different, and then Heineken USA, which I'm assuming that's the beer brand, which I'm not a beer drinker. And it says ESPN and the Coca-Cola company. So her resume really, sounds impressive. I can only imagine what her titles and what she did over there. But I'm super duper impressed by it. You know what I mean? But that don't mean she's gonna do a job. But also, it seems like she's been all over the place. Now she's at this one, but this is my thing where I think she's probably gonna do a good job. Because I keep thinking, like, what's she going to do to help Nike when reality is she's working for Snipes, is what I'm realizing. She's going to help get the marketing off the ground for that with better advertisement, better notifications and stuff like that, if I had to guess. So, yeah, indirectly helping, Nike at the same time, but actually all the brands, you know what I'm saying? It says, Martin Bador, president of Snipes USA, added that the company is beyond excited to welcome Walton to the Snipes family. Her deep understanding of cultural marketing and her strategic vision will be instrumental in elevating our brand and deepening our connection with our communities. Bundor said, with the leadership, we're confident that Kelly will drive impactful marketing aviations, boost brands awareness, and leads exciting future collaborations and projects to elevate Snipes in the U.S. So yeah, she's gonna do it over here. So we should be seeing some, new type of advertisement. I hope that I'll say this, like the app is cool, but a lot of this stuff could be using some revamping. I know that may not be her part, but sometimes it's about how you sell something to the customer too and how it's presented. And I feel like that's something that she's probably going to help bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? It's equivalent to saying, like, look, right? I look at me when I wear certain stuff. I'm like, man, don't look right on me. But then you catch a certain sneakerhead that, man, nobody want these. But when you see somebody else rocking them, they fit and everything put together so nicely. It's like, hey, these, I hate I skipped them now. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that. I've seen some people that have a similar situation and they couldn't do it. Sometimes I will say this, what's the saying? You don't necessarily, the clothes don't make you, you make the clothes. So it's about your demeanor and how you carry yourself too. So we'll see how that goes for that one. It says, there has been a major movement in Snipes leadership ranks in the past year. Aside from Walton's new role, Bundor joined the retailer last May, succeeding Jim Boychko in the role as president. In January 2024, the company announced that Seven Voth, and hopefully I'm reading that correctly, but it's like an SV, so Esvin, I'm assuming it's Esvin Voth, was stepping down from his role as chief executive officer. That's that nice way, again, I'm telling you guys, where when they tell you they're stepping down, it's not always by choice. It's kind of one of those, it's the professional way to walk out where your resume's still good, you're going to go work somewhere else, you're going to get offers, but you don't want to, the word fired doesn't sound nice. And I'm not saying that's the case here. Maybe he did step down on his own. I don't know, allegedly. I see you, Manny. What's up? Yerp. What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Appreciate that. It says, at the time of the announcement, Snipes and Voth would remain with the company as the founder and the 2-year transition before moving into a consultancy role in January 1st, 2026. So there you have it right there. So we'll see what Snipes brings to the table as we get this new person in there for like marketing and stuff like that. And to be honest, she looks like she's ready and on board, Can't really sound like I'm hating or anything like that, but we'll see how it goes for Kelly Walton, now Chief Marketing Officer for the U.S. market at Snipes. So there you have it real quick. So for the last 10 minutes, let's talk this Kith situation, and then we'll talk upcoming releases and wrap this thing up. So looks like Kith expands Japan with new locations in Osaka. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and if I'm not, my bad. And I know we got images. This is why I want to keep this one here. This is a new flagship store. I know they have multiple images of this joint right here. So it's looking nice, man, to be honest. But I'm very curious what, like, maybe, they're doing so good they wanted to expand. So this is the photos right here. We'll cover that towards the live. Let me see what they got right here, because maybe it'll break it down in this article real quick. It says the company has also opened a Kith Treats across the street, marketing the second ice cream shop in Japan. So crazy. So it's right across the street from the other one. And keep in mind, this is a joint you can get the ice cream and stuff like that. This and a third. And looks like it says view gallery for 31 images right here. So I think this takes me to that original page. Yeah, this takes me to that page. So we'll look at that towards the end. I just want to get through the article real quick. Interesting, because I thought what they were going to do when I clicked on that joint I thought it was gonna give me the flippy slide joint where I could just slide the joint real quick to get some quick like glances, but I guess not. It says Kith has opened the door to its latest flagship store in Japan. It says located in North Osaka, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and a bustling shopping center across the street from the newly developed Otakita Park. This new store marks Kith's second flagship in Japan, following the 2020 opening of its shop in Tokyo. Which I don't think I was going live in 2020 just yet, so this one will probably may be a little fuzzy for me. It says, according to the sneaker and streetwear retailer, the store will carry Kith's in-house and collaborative apparel, accessories, footwear for men, women, and kids. It says customers can also enjoy Kith treats across the streets, marketing the second ice cream shop in Japan. So this is my thing. You get your kicks and get some ice cream. It was one of those joints where I remember, like, I think a resale shop or something like that tried to do something similar where it was like cookies and sneakers or something like that, where you get a box of cookies. And there is a Kith that used to do the store where you could get a box of cereal after you copy your kicks. Like they gave you like some cereal. It may not be Kith, you know what I'm saying? But I know you get ice cream with your kicks, or at least have the option to. It says, entering the store, the main room is made of the Vietnam plaster walls, mountain white Danbei stone floors, and rosewood ceiling. Here you will find men and women apparel along the perimeter. The centerpiece is a metallic travel line room that showcases accessories and lifestyles aside of the array footwear and the inside. So pretty much it's like they're trying to go into detail and bring like that all-time feel back to let you know the history of them is what I'm getting from this joint right here. And which we're going to glance at the images for like the last 5 minutes and talk upcoming sneaker releases. So we're getting right here. It says, across the street is the Kith Kids store and Kith Treats shop. The Kith Kids store has the same feel, yet is more playful. It features multicolored Kith monogram wallpaper, and it is made from Rosa Portgro, Verde, Paradise, and the Mediterranean Blue Stone. I know I probably butchered one of those joints, but y'all get it. It says, to commemorate the grand opening, Kith said it has partnered with New Balance to update the Made in USA 992 and Made in UK 99 B1 sneaker model in the 2 exclusive hues, which I'm assuming that's the nicest way to just say colors right here. They don't look bad, but I don't know if I would justify myself buying them, and if so, they will be a great gym shoe for me. Because I will say, like, my New Balances that I've been working out in, those Joe Fresh Good joints, they really been busting, man. They nice. You know, I mean that in a good way. It says, each color block style features a mesh upper and the premium suede and leather overlays, classic Kith branding and a scene in the heel coloring, custom Kith and New Balance branding in the sock liner. The styles are both exclusive in a variety of exclusive blue and white and gray hues. The Kith for Made in UK 991 V2 is presented in the retailer's own take of steel blue and nod to the rare New Balance 1300 JP steel blue, which became beloved style in Japan following its debut in 1985. The drawing of the Kith New Balance Made in UK 991 V1 opens on Wednesday, March 19th, which is today, exclusively in the Kith app, limited to qualities from both styles releases on Friday, March 21st, alongside the grand opening of Kith Osaka, which that's Japan. Looks like we got official Wild Boy SK in the building. Says, yo, what up? Let's see. Kith opening. This follows the opening of the retailer's new flagship store in Malibu last summer. So I feel like they've been doing a lot of openings. It says, in January, Kith temporarily closed its Manhattan flagship store for renovations, located at the 337 LaFay Street. The store originally opened in 2017. On the Kith website, the store reopening is scheduled for spring 2025, and they got that in quotations and uses that loosely. So yeah, let's take some images real quick and see what's popping on this joint right here, and then we'll talk upcoming releases for like the last 5 minutes. But yeah, looks super fancy for me. It's kind of hard to even say that this is like really like a store, dog. Like, to be honest, I see now, as you can see, it has the sneakers in the background here. Super dope. Definitely, to me, I feel like this vibe right here gives me like In a perfect world, this is what I kind of build my sneaker closet out to be, or my sneaker room out to be, is this. Because low key, I have been thinking about, I've been doing videos standing up for quite some time. I want to get like a lounge chair in there, something like that. Something like a little, what is it called? What's that joint? A futon or something like that in there, just to sit down and chill. But honestly, I may get like a little bench style like this right here, because it'll be perfect to have the stuff right there on the side of me, right then and there. I don't need those extra 40, which I know a futon can do that, but maybe I may bring something a little more aesthetic, like a good bench in there, and probably have like a put like a little mirror somewhere in there so you can see your reflection on the feet on that joint right there as you getting dressed. You know what I'm saying? This kind of just came to me on the fly, by the way. But yeah, I actually like this layout, because that's kind of what a lot of sneaker stores are, where pretty much they have it where I remember where when my parents used to take me shopping, like you didn't always know your size. You had to get your foot measured to know what you should be wearing, and this, that, and the third. So which wasn't that bad, but that looks like the outside of the joint right there. Looks like this is kind of like, I guess when you first come in, looks like they got their bags and accessories. I like this marble type of look to it too, man. I actually like that. I think it screams like elegant, you know what I'm saying? Like a top of the line, like quality type of stuff they're trying to do. Then this look like here, this is probably where you can get other accessories, or this could be look like, yeah, it looks like they got lotions and candles and shit. I didn't even know they carry that. Not judging or nothing like that. And then what an ice cream bar at, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, then of course you got that big roller, and that's the good thing about having the glass. You can do that good extra like marketing, so when people walk by, they know it's a shoe store, you know. So I can see that. It just looks so upscale, and that's not like a diss or a hate or anything, but it just looks so upscale where I don't even know if I want to go there. But I like this layout right here. I think this is super dope, and I want something like this to like kind of put my style in there for my room too. Super dope, man. So yeah. Loading up some more images right here. This is a close-up joint right here. Boom. This is nice. This is super nice, man. Yeah. I don't hate this at all. Even though I'm probably not gonna go to Japan no time soon. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's still a well nicely done. Look, they even got headphones right here. There's a headphone section. This is my thing though. Is this kind of like an Apple theme type where, like, if you ever been like the Apple, and I know they do this at other shoe stores too, where you keep the stuff out on display, but you also have that where the person got to go in the back and get it. So, I mean, makes sense. And I think that's where the case is, right? Yeah, they got sunglasses in this joint, or shades, I should say. Sunglasses, shades, whatever you would like to call them. Yeah, I like this. I like this. It's super dope. This is like that kids theme file joint in there for the kiddos. It's definitely going to get them in there. I'm very curious will they hold it together like this if kids are like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We got Thomas Golden Jr. in the building. Says fire, thumbs up with the finger signs on the joint. I see you. I see you. You're not gonna get. You almost got me right there, but I see you though. I see what's up. I saw that. I saw this. I get it. I get it. But yeah, it's super dope, man. It's super dope. I actually like this right here, man. Let's talk upcoming sneaker releases though, and then wrap this thing up. I'm coming up right on that hour mark. I'm gonna be on the joint for like another 3 minutes. I did see those neon joints, and I'm still looking at the images right here, but this, I guess, is the treat section. That's what I was really looking for, too, low-key. I'm very curious, though, is it actually good, like, ice cream, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm assuming it's got to be, but that's the theme of their store, and this is probably what it is, Kith Treats, you know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming it looks like it got all the options, look like it's well kept and clean, which is very, very important. That's the first thing. When I'm getting something to eat, I look at the cleanliness of the area of what I'm about to partake and put food, like how I'm about to eat. I was going to say it another way, but I would have had to pause that joint. But yeah, this is super dope. Getting a nice good close-up. I like it, just seems elegant, you know what I'm saying? Like fancy, you know, we got this right here, look well kept. They get the joint out, you know what I'm saying? What happened if the person that worked there, not to pick on anybody if not tall enough to open up that top line joint, is this the same? No, these are all different options too. I was gonna say if it's the same, then they probably moved down or something, but interesting. And then they got two series. I guess they got it. Trust that that person can reach the joint, so we shall see. Pretty dope. Like I said, I did see the Air Max's big bubble joints, the neon right here. This is one somebody wanted me to go over earlier though. The Donkey Kong inspired Nike Air Max 1 Poly Big Head Organs drop next week. Dope shoe and I like it because of the Air Max, and I definitely see why they're calling them the Donkey Kongs. But I wasn't that major fan of the game Donkey Kong. Not to pick on anybody else, but I mean like, But at the same time, I feel like the shoe is gonna do well because if you think about it, it is Donkey Kong themed. But when you put that brown on there, I hate to say it, the average person who's not even a sneakerhead is gonna make them think like, hey, this is some way Travis involved with this. That don't mean that's the case, and that's not what I'm saying. But when people see the brown, that's what they be thinking, right? No matter how you slice and dice that joint. And then also we got the Air Max neon joints right here, 95s. In-hand look. These things are looking super nice. So much so because I'm going to get a pair for sure. But I normally buy my sneakers for the gym. But these are so nice. I don't think I'm going to put these for the gym. I actually want these for the toe at work. Low key. I can't see myself working out in them because they look nice and it's a classic timeless sneaker and it's something I always really wanted. And now we got a big bubble version. Yeah, these joints are looking nice. This is why I saw this one. I was like, I really wanted to show y'all this. So this looks nice. And then we got the Jordan 1 High Retro. I seen this one floating around as well. Let me close this tab out. This is the OG Rare that's supposed to release in April. These right here, while we can say maybe it's a poor man Union's wannabe, I don't see these will be moving the same way. They're gonna sell, but I think my thing is if the Black Toe Reimagined sat for a little bit, these probably will too if I had to guess. But don't quote me on that. We shall see. I'm no professional reseller in any way, shape, or form, dog. But I have been collecting for quite some time, but that don't make me an expert either, too. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want to just enjoy the shoe just like you guys. So let me put myself back on the main screen, get ready to wrap this thing up here for the night. I've been on this joint for like an hour, pretty much. You know, that was my goal on this joint. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Really means a lot to the kids. Y'all definitely smash that like button. As y'all get ready to head up out of this joint, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, you know, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trial hauls, y'all know we got Music Monday, but I should be back live again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Definitely, other than that, man, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It's free. We got a food section, a sports section. When I don't get the videos out up in time, this and the third, the Discord is usually popping in and active. Salutes to all the people that got W's in the Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. And yeah, I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. Yeah. my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember.